Hello, welcome to LAC 120 for the spring of 2018. This is Statistics for Informed Decision Making. If I knew how to say the title, it would be pretty good. Well, anyway, that's the last time I'll make a stumbling remark on a video for you this semester. The purpose of this video is to cover the syllabus. The syllabus is very important. It's a contract between you and me. It also will give you all of the details that you need to be successful in the course. If you follow the syllabus very logically, you should be very successful in the course. Stray away from it and not a good idea. So here's the syllabus. You'll find it on Blackboard, and I'll go over Blackboard in a few minutes. So here's the basic information of who I am, phone, email, where I am. I'm on the Lewiston-Auburn College campus. And I'll skip down here. My office hours are Monday and Thursday from 1:30 to 4, but appointments are very good. So you can make an appointment with me, and we can see if we can work things out. I know most of you have a job, work schedule, family life, other issues. So coming in at just these certain hours is probably not convenient for you. We can also. So there we go. There's a second mistake. We can also Skype. And I've Skyped with students who have lived far away, so that's a possibility as well. By now, text. By now, you should know that this is the text that you need for the course. I purposely choose an older text because it's cheaper. The newer text costs over $100, probably around $130. And so this text, because it's old, it's 8 years old now, it's not available at the bookstore, the school bookstore, but you can get it online. Amazon has some cheap versions. You can get a paperback. And the original book came with a CD-ROM. You do not need the CD-ROM. In fact, some of you probably have computers that don't have a CD-ROM drive. So you don't need that. But I don't want you to spend a lot of money. And it's a good book, but statistics hasn't changed that much in 8 years. Some of the situations are older, but that doesn't matter. We're not looking for the newest pictures and script and text. We don't need that. This is a writing course, and the resources for your writing are available. You should look into getting the Easy Writer, and the Easy Writer is a manual that you will need if you stay at LAC, especially if you're going on to the senior college class. That is a requirement for that course. There's an APA style manual. You should get familiar with the APA style of writing. This is free right on there, and it's very good. This is available. I just checked. In fact, I'm going to go show it to you. There it is right there. So that's the APA style manual, and it can give you all sorts of information on how to write in the APA style. It'll even give you an example of a paper in APA style. So that's something you should look into. If you do not have Microsoft Word and Excel, then you can get it free because you are taking this class and you are a student of USM. So I highly recommend that you look into getting this because we don't use, this is a different type of math class. We use Excel to do our math for us. So if you look on this page here, which is the page that I just clicked on, this will tell you how to get the computer the software for you. So it is for your benefit, and you just click on here and it'll get you the information you need to have free access to Microsoft Office, especially the Excel. That's going to be important for you, and you also get PowerPoint as well. So that's available here. I highly recommend that you get that ASAP. That means as soon as possible if you're not up to date on these modern acronyms. Okay, the overview of the course, I'm not going to read all this because I assume that most of you can read. The overview of this course is basically that this is a decision-making course. I am looking for you to be able to tell me that when you get your statistics results, what do they mean? And by the way, data and statistics are plural, so don't do that mistake when you write your paper. So you're going to be writing in this class quite a bit. You're not going to be solving problems by hand with a calculator or with a paper and pencil. You don't have to do that. The videos that I have made will show you how to use Excel for that purpose. So the basic idea is that you get the results, you read articles, and you write an article as well. And you get into the frame of writing statistical paper and thinking like a statistician. I'm not concerned about spending hours and hours of solving 50 problems, of trying to find the mean or the median or the mode of a certain number. set of numbers. So that's not the purpose of this course. And you can look at the objectives as well. So I want you to be a research professional by the end of the course in May. I have very strict late policy, and everything has to be in by the due date. The due dates are pretty well clear throughout the semester. I will remind you many times. I will remind you of the consequences. And this is to create a professional attitude about being a statistician and a research person. It's very important. It's also a good habit to get into as you are working and going into jobs. Some of you are younger than others and going into the workforce. Some of you are in the workforce, so you know what I mean. So all the due dates are given in advance, as it says right here. And if it's due on February 25th, and it comes in February 26th at 12:01, then it's late. And you lose 25 points for that day, and you'll lose 5 points for the remaining days that it's late. So don't do that. And I'll tell you why that's such a good idea. So there's some resources here: academic support and tutoring. The LAC Writing Center offers a lot of assistance for you. You can click on their site. I think I already found it here. Disability University Writing Center is right here. And look, they even have nice couches for you to sit on. So you can go and even have work with an online writing assistant if that's works for you. So the the LAC Writing Center is available when you do your paper, but don't wait till the last week of April to begin. You should get to know these people as soon as possible, and you can read the academic integrity. These are the 6 areas that you'll be assessed upon. And let me talk about discussion questions. So each week I'm going to give you a discussion question, and it's going to be on a Friday, and it's going to be due the following Friday. And you answer, you read something and you answer on it. And the purpose is to create a sort of classroom environment online. I know it's tough. Some of you are sitting alone in your pajamas, working at 3 in the morning, doing some work. Well, this creates some type of communication amongst your other classmates. You get to know some of them. You get to write between the two of you. And some of you may know from other classes. But it does create some type of classroom atmosphere. And the discussion are my way of seeing that you're active in the course. So the discussion questions, which will appear on Blackboard. In fact, let me go to Blackboard here. And where am I? Blackboard. So they'll be under here, discussions. I haven't put one up yet. And on the discussion, they will be due on a certain date. And you will also have to respond to one classmate's post. So when you do that, you get full credit. This is the easiest way to get 20% for the course. Notice discussion questions are 20% right here. So the discussion questions are 20%. You show up, you do it on time, you get 20%, and that will help at the end of the semester. I don't know how many times people say, can I have extra credit? I'm down a grade, I want to get credit. This is your extra credit right there. You do this, and you'll be surprised at how good your grade comes out to be. So that's the discussion. There are research articles that you're going to do. This is a way to get you to look at peer-reviewed journals, not Time Magazine or BuzzFeed articles, but scholarly journals. It's a way to get you acclimated to what type of articles are important in this course and in the world of research. That's going to be due in the middle of March after break. There are 2 assessments during the semester, and I will go over that as the time comes. At the end of the semester, there's a research paper, and it's due May 4th. If you wait till May 1st, you're going to be in trouble. So this is something to think about, a topic, and as you get more into the statistics course, you'll see what the possibilities are for topics. The final day of the semester is May 11th, and the final assessment will be due by then. All of the work is done, usually is given a week before. The assessments, I'll give you a week to do the work. In fact, it comes out to 8 days. So many questions about homework. I don't assign homework, but I'll show you what I do on Blackboard. And there are assignments here, and you can see that every chapter has a set of assignments. It's also a good way for you to get an idea of what I'm looking for in that chapter. And I have some sample problems that you can do. It's up to you to do them. If you do them and show them to me, I can respond and say, that's great. You'll see that on the assessment. If you don't do them, then the assessment might be a surprise. Just telling you, that's the information that I give. So it's your choice. It's your time frame as to when you can do this and so on. So these are the grades that are the letter grades and numerical equivalent. And then these are the class sessions. So you can see beginning on the week of January 22nd, we'll cover Chapter 1 and so on. And by March 2nd, there's a first assessment. And March 23rd will be the research articles, second assessment April 27th. The final paper is due May 4th, and the final assessments will be due on May 11th. So, let me tell you about how to run Blackboard. So on Blackboard, there'll be announcements every week, probably more than once a week, and that'll be up there. I don't have any announcements yet. They will be coming up shortly. So the discussions will also be found on the day that I give an announcement. So the syllabus is up there that I just read. I will put a video of this video here. I'll put there on that site as well. The assignments, you know as well. The course documents are rubrics, and what I'm looking for, some videos on in terms of the research paper and so on. So those are the things that you should be looking at. The assessments will be given at the end of the semester. Now, let me show you the videos here. The videos cover the chapters. So these are all YouTube videos that I made for you. And so when you get to Chapter 1, look at the video. It'll show you how to use Excel, how to figure out how to make the graphs, the charts, and so on, and what I'm looking for. So these are very helpful to you, and you may want to look at those, or you should look at those. This is the lecture part of the class. So some of them are longer. For instance, on chapter 14, there are 4 parts because it's an extensive chapter. I even give you a video on research article assignment tips. You should look at that. How to get a good grade on your research paper. So these are all videos, okay, that you can look at. So beginning with next week, Chapter 1, this is what you should be looking at. And I'm going to click on because I don't want to hear my voice again. So that's what is happening here. And I can show you what my grade book looks like. And as a student, so the question will be discussion questions, assessment 1, research articles, assessment 2, the research paper, and the final assessment. I will put a grade in there. So for the most part, you'll have your grade on discussion. It's worth 20%. You keep doing it, that number will never change. You don't do it, or you're late, that number changes. So don't make me change the number. Basically, that is it. Again, if you have a question, then you should go and call me, email me, or visit me. And this is, I know it's amazing how people will take this seriously. It's just a joke. That is my spiel, and I look forward to working with you. And let me know if you have any questions. Take care.